quick Biomarket Pocket News for Friday, the 18th of November. Today on the show, the ACCC want to open up Gaben's vault, that sounds sexy, and pull tricks for virtual kicks. We're done. No, we're not. We gotta do the news. Alright, here's what's been making headlines, and first up, Valve's douchebag bill is still up for consideration. I vote yay. Way back in 2014, the Australian Competition and Consumer Commission filed charges against Valve for anti-consumer practices based on misleading wording in the Steam subscriber agreement, as well as 2 iterations of Steam's refund policy. Which, let us not forget, was utter bullshit until earlier this year. In March this year, Valve were found guilty of breaching consumer law by the Australian Federal Court, and since then the punishment has been in deliberation. According to Kotaku Australia, the ACCC has a figure in mind. They argued that Valve should be fined $3 million, quote, in order to achieve both specific and general deterrence, and also because of the serious nature of the conduct. I would then ask that the reclaimed $3 million would then be shared amongst the millions of Australian Steam accounts. Like 50 cents in an envelope with Gaben's personal seal of apology. And put in the official Canadian apology letter too, just in case. As a sign of good faith. Yes, just like that. Yeah, that's what I want to see, a little stimulus package to help battle the Australia tax we have to pay on video games. Also, just charge us in Australian dollars already, Steam. You must really hate us. None of this USD crap. I'm buying Planet Coaster. Is it $44.99? Is it $60? I don't understand. The presiding Justice Edelman told the court that a final ruling on penalties and accompanying warnings would be delivered by mid-December or January 2017 at the latest. Moving on to, well, back to the FIFA coins case. Earlier this week, we reported that 4 hackers had been taken to court accused of mining EA's servers for digital currency and then on-selling those stolen coins on European and Chinese black markets to the tune of $16 million US. Well, the first 4 of these hackers, Anthony Clark, has now been officially convicted of wire fraud against EA. His 3 co-conspirators have all pled guilty to the charges and are awaiting sentencing, but Clark's sentencing won't take place until February. So there you go, lots of exciting sentences to look forward to over the coming months. Moving on, and Ubisoft has issued an update about the upcoming Watch Dogs 2 update. Watch Dogs 2 was supposed to launch with what the studio was calling seamless multiplayer, a mechanism which would let other human players drop in and out of your open world sessions as a way to make fake San Fran feel less dead on the inside. The feature was switched offline during the pre-launch review window because it was apparently not so seamless, causing some serious frame rate issues in general play. Ubisoft's statement overnight reveals they hope to be able to turn the feature back on over the weekend. And finally, we've got some announcements to tide you over until sentencing season. Telltale has revealed the release date for episode 4 of their Batman series called Guardian of Gotham. The penultimate episode drops on the 22nd of November, which theoretically means it should be ready for me to stream next Wednesday afternoon. So expect that. And also expect to buy some things on December 6th because there's something for everyone. The Last Guardian is of course dropping on that day until they delay it again, but joining the list is Battlefront's Rogue One DLC. This brings in the planet Scarif, which is the tropical one you would have seen in the film's trailers. It's also going to have 2 playable heroes from the film in Jyn Erso and Orson Krennic. And Bethesda is getting their pinball on! Zen Studios announced Bethesda Pinball, which will include tables based on Doom, Fallout, and Skyrim. It's going to be on consoles, PC, and mobile devices, which means your train is going to be full of people fuss-radaring their balls at a dragon. But you know what would make a great pinball table? It's thing of the day. I don't actually believe that, but I needed to segue somehow. War is awesome, because I kind of like the idea of making Japanese people sing for me. We need to build a Pocketeer army big enough that we feel like we could safely invade Tasmania. Then we can finally annex that little goatee from the bottom of the country. If you hate Americans, because this thing is filled with them. While wandering around a virtual bar, YouTuber Hunter Zero was invited to make a trick shot at the pool table. This is how virtual friendships are formed.
Please tell me this works. Alright, you ready? Yeah! Well done! Well done, man.
War is awesome, because I kind of like the idea of making Japanese people sing for me. We need to build a Pocketeer army big enough that we feel like we could safely invade Tasmania. Then we can finally annex that little goatee from the bottom of the country. if you hate Americans, because this thing is filled with them. Alright, that is it for Pocket News today. My Pocketeers this afternoon on the Pocket YouTube channel. I get around to answering some of the asks you have been throwing Pocket's way, and also I just wanted to remind you again about the Name the Game competition Good Game is running. All you need to do is submit a short, creative video which asks the question, did you name the game for this week? There's a big box of mystery prizes for the winner, including my vialed liquids, which is technically still a mystery because you don't actually know what is in here. Entries close at the end of the week. There is information in the description below about how to enter and everything you need to do, so get cracking. Do you have vialed liquids? Then join the Pocketeers Facebook group and Steam group. Don't give it to them though, because they probably don't want them. That feels like that would probably be a crime. There are links to everything I just said in the description below. Today's thing of the day was sent in by Pet Gamer. If you've made a thing, please send it in. Until we next send my Pocketeers, Nick Boy out. Mwah. Yeah, don't blame me.
Nick?
Also, we're pink.
Blue and purple make pink?
That's the one shot I took the whole game. I kept trying to fly it in.
That was a great shot.